Kat's hopped up on Mucinex.
I am. Woohoo. So Sarah's going to do all the singing.
I'm gonna do all the singing today. Great. Early morning singing session.
Woohoo.
Happy to sing. We're doing a co-write, which we've done once before with each other, but we've done with other people many times.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we're doing it over Zoom, and we're going to be passing back and forth ideas. Something that we've talked about before, well, you've mostly talked about, Kat, is just when you're co-writing with someone for the first time, establishing norms.
Oh, yeah. Super
Kind of,
important.
yeah, and like talking about, what you want to do in the space. I think for us, we've before talked about how no idea is a bad idea. So any idea you have, throw it out. It's okay if it feels cheesy or bad. Just, something might come of it.
And who knows? Could be
And who
really
knows?
fun.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we didn't have a prompt for this co-write. Before we started recording, we talked about women
Damn.
empowerment.
Yeah.
What
I
else do
think
we
that'd be
talk?
fun.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Will to Woman shirt today too.
Amazing. I don't know what that is.
It's from the Lucius album. I went to their 10-year anniversary concert the other
Ah,
night.
amazing.
Yeah, and they are very much about lifting women up. So I feel like it's on brand.
I think that's a cool topic. Let's go
Mhm.
there. I mean,
Okay, so the image I gave you was, since you're the lyrical master, the image I gave you was women trying to talk about something and have a voice while people are kind of on the outskirts overpowering them.
yeah, it's a powerful image. Um, like, I mean, are you thinking, like, do we want to write this as if like perspective wise,
Hmm.
um, like a more objectively, like third person? I'm wondering just because like I think that might be more powerful in this sense instead of an I. It's like
Yeah.
talking about the she and like because we can be more objective about like what we're saying, which might help people hear it, I guess, like in this kind of context.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
We say
Um,
lyrical ideas and then add music in.
yeah.
Okay.
What's so we've got like women empowerment, voices heard, speaking.
Something about murmurings or mumbling, drowning. I think there's something about um like quiet talking from people in power, drowning out strong and steady voices of people who need to be heard. In this case, women.
I
And
like that.
in the other case, men. I should just say
I
it.
mean, what about like, I mean, that could be like a line, quiet talking, the quiet something. I don't know, talking isn't as evocative as, but like quiet something,
Quiet conversation.
drowning. Yeah, quiet conversation, drowning steady voices.
I like that. Also, I like the idea of like conversation, which doesn't feel like individuals. It almost feels like this whole mass
Yeah.
versus steady voices really shows like the power of individuals too.
Yep.
Quiet conversation, drowning steady voices.
That's such a finite kind of a feeling of a line.
Voices, I was thinking like if this was like a chorus type
Yeah, that's
of
kind of where I'm
lyric,
thinking too.
quiet conversation, drowning steady voices. Um, Something about like not these exact lyrics, but brave souls shushing, bringing bring it back to the surface or something like something where like who is going to advocate to get those voices back up because they've been drowning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think like some water, like good, like I like the surface, like going with like the water theme idea is
I'm
cool. So we'd have like, yes, surface is a good word.
trying to think of not direct rhymes with voices because I love a good direct rhyme.
Um,
Or perfect.
Perfect rhyme. I mean, that's a hard one to rhyme with solid, like poises, but that's kind of weird.
Voices.
What?
Choices with voices.
Choices.
But I'm telling you, my brain always goes to the perfect rhyme.
Um,
Noises, noises, voices, noises. That's kind of a nice
I like that.
quiet conversation, drowning steady voices. She's gotta find the surface, block out all the voices,
Noises, right?
block out all
Um,
the voices. She's gotta find them.
Poison, that's a cool word that
Ooh,
kind of okay, noises, poison. Something I like to do, I mean, since we're kind of talking about like what we're doing, is like look for rhymes that rhyme, like look for words that rhyme with the word, the end word, because and that can help us like kind of find the line sometimes.
yeah.
Um,
I like poison. Quiet
Me
conversation
too.
voices.
Quiet conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to find the surface through the poison.
Trying to find,
It doesn't quite make sense.
trying to find the surface.
Trying to reach the surface, trying to break the surface. That's really what you do.
Yeah, trying to break the surface. Or maybe instead of poison, we go back to noise, trying to find the surface, trying to break the surface, block out
All the
all
noise.
the noise.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Quiet conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. I kind of like, so in perfect rhyme, this has been a new thing for me, is like extending the line, like making it rhyme perfectly, but extending the line. So instead of block out all the noise, it would be block out all the noise, it's hard, or something. Block out all the noise,
Oh
it's,
yeah, like an additive rhyme.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew
Um,
you would know the term for what I'm talking
I
about.
know all these weird things I didn't used to have names for, but now I do. Trying to break the surface, block out all the it could be like noisy something, like
Mhm.
noisy because
I like noise and then a new sentiment, it's something. So like voices, noise, it's.
oh, okay.
So block out all the noise, it's hard, or it's.
Oh, yeah, let's do it's hard. Let's go there.
And I also like it because then my tendency is to like, um, when I'm writing, just say melody, then repeat that melody. And I feel like sometimes if I do like a different length of lyric, then it forces me to do
Do
something
something
different
different.
a lot more.
Yeah. Block
Um,
out. Okay, quiet conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard. I mean, this could be one of those, and there is a word for it, but I can't remember. But like where it's hard finishes the first sentence, but then it also starts the second sentence. Like it's one of
oh,
those
yeah, that's very like
revolving door
boy
things.
genius. They do a lot of that.
Yeah, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard. Like it's sort of like there's such a history of women's voices not being heard. Like, I mean, going back to the 50s, like when find your voice became like a thing,
Mhm.
um, that wasn't really in the lexicon of our language until the 50s, um, which is so interesting.
Yeah, so it's almost like if you were singing something like block out all the noise, it's hard to rewrite history when all is stacked against or something.
Yeah, excuse me, everyone. Sorry. I'm still like dealing with this lovely cold. I
Showing that
love that.
you can write songs even when you're sick.
I know. Okay, quiet conversation, drowning city voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history, like when you're stuck or when you're uh, treading water, or because that's what it
Um,
feels like. It feels like I'm tired of having the same conversation.
Something like ankle weights in the water. Like I'm thinking of like what's the visual you're trying to get up to the top, but something keeps pulling you down.
Yeah, yeah.
To- yeah, to rewrite history.
Like when weights are always pulling on your herstory. No, bad
No,
idea number one.
to make it rhyme.
I
We can
know.
make it not rhyme, which is, you know, good for me. Um,
Yeah.
to rewrite history like anchors.
Or we could say like another short line, like that might, if this is our chorus, it might be
Yeah.
cool, like quiet conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Like a payoff, like a little short another line. Like it's hard to rewrite history
Mm-hmm. To be
to
the something, to blah, 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 blah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
To rewrite history or like, yeah, to speak the truth. Maybe it could just be that to rewrite history, to speak the truth. And then something about, how a rising tide lifts all.
But I mean, don't we like we're kind of at the end of the stanza. Like I feel like we need like a payoff line that the whole song's about.
Yeah. So what do we think the whole song's about? Can it happen?
Right. It sort of feels like I need a but. Like it's hard to rewrite history to speak the truth, but like if we don't do it, who will? Like
Yeah. Or
if
it reminds me of like the conversation I had where my friend said, "Oh, but they had to be quiet when I was speaking because I'm loud." And I was like, I love that,
ooh.
you know? But she's
Uh,
got the mic now to drown them out or something.
oh, I love that. Quiet block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history to speak the truth. But now she's got the mic. Yeah, it's like a but. It definitely needed a but.
But now she's got the mic, so sit back down.
And this is where I think it probably needs to go back and rhyme with like noise and voices. But now she's got the mic, so make a different choice.
Mm. But now she's got the mic, so make a different choice. Yeah. We're telling the people in the corner, hush.
Right.
All right, quiet conversation, drowning voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history, to speak the truth. But now she's got the mic, so make a different choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that can work.
Go women.
Yay. I like it.
Okay. Do you want to think of some like chord ideas?
Sure.
And maybe since I have to sing, I can improvise some melodies or
What's a groove? Like, are we thinking
I have a song in my head right now.
go for it?
Like I have a Lucia song stuck in my head.
What's the groove of it?
It's like no 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 no.
Is that the melody of the Alicia song?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to get that out of my head, but like what I think I'm thinking of that tempo when I'm thinking like quiet conversation or drowning steady voices, trying to break something. Like not too fast, so it can
Yeah,
be a little
we
bit.
could do like E flat, F, G minor, A flat,
Hmm.
and kind of thinking like I liked the idea of your melody, but we can kind of like take the shape of it. Like quiet conversation drowning steady voices. Like something like that.
Are you going through every chord when you sing that?
I'm doing like E flat, quiet conversation, F, burning, G minor, steady
What
voices.
if we did that melody and that chord progression? I'm thinking if we stretched out the chords, so if it was like quiet conversation, or sorry, quiet conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to break the surface, block, or did you go to A flat then?
I went to A flat, but like with a sharp 11. I know.
In layman's terms, cat.
Like I'm singing the D over the A flat major seven chord.
Steady voices. Got it.
Yeah.
Um,
So it sort of has this like unresolved resolution to it. Like,
okay, cool. I'm just thinking like if we made the harmonic build slower so that by the time we got to steady voices, then we
yeah, I think the melody needs to shift then. So like quiet conversation, drown in steady voices. Because the A doesn't really work over the E flat, but like
conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's
yeah, yeah, totally. I think that's awesome. And then we can repeat it. No, do we got that? Block out all the noises.
noise, it's
Is
it,
noises.
and then it's hard. I think hard should be a land. So noise, it's hard to then rewrite history.
Hard to rewrite. You could go to C minor there. Like you're on E flat. It's hard.
It's hard to rewrite history to speak the truth.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's hard to rewrite history, speak the truth. But now she's got the mic, so make a different choice, or like
Yeah, now she got the mic, so make a different choice. Like that's where we could end up on the B flat, like the tonic,
make a different choice.
where it's like it really like so everything sort of like leans into that last note.
Okay. Let me just I'll try that
Yeah,
together.
sounds great.
It will probably be different than how I did it the first time. Quiet conversations, drown out steady voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history, to speak the truth. Rewrite history, to speak the truth. But now she's got the mic, so make a different choice.
Yeah, I like all of it except like the lead up to the end.
The
But
rewrite history.
I like that. That's on the C minor chord.
Yeah, it's I went to
History.
it. I went to an F there, but I should stay on the C minor. It's hard. I went to the C minor. Block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history, to speak the truth. I could do something like that.
Yeah, what is that?
I just went to an E flat.
Yeah, yeah.
The D
Speak
in
the
it. What's the jazz
truth.
chord?
Oh, wait, I know. So C minor and then E flat with the D in it is like a E flat major seven chord, but then you could go B flat over D.
Mhm.
Like, but now she's got the mic, so make a different choice. Like you could do like B flat over D to
Yeah.
either like E flat. Now she's got the mic, so make a different choice. Like E flat, F, tonic, B flat.
Okay. So now she's got the mic, so make a different choice.
But ending on the B flat. But now she's got the mic, so F sus. Maybe make a different choice. Maybe that feels like two on the nose. I don't know.
What if it's two on the nose, what if we just resolve it after you sing, like if choice happens on the E flat and then it just resolves? So it's and now she's got the mic, so make a different choice.
Perfect. That's
Okay.
fabulous. Yeah. I like the B flat like over D because it has
Yeah.
this kind of like oh, and for those watching or listening, I mean, because we're sort of trying to teach and learn at the same time, I mean something that Sarah and I both have a pretty solid understanding of harmony and theory, but you don't
Mhm.
have to, like we're talking all these like what is this chord and blah blah blah. And that's a really useful thing, but it's also just useful to know like where the other person's kind of knowledge and skill set is. Like I know I can throw this at Sarah and she'll be like, yeah, no problem.
But also, I can't like really be like, what's a sharp 11? So we
Yeah,
do
but
some skill differences. But yeah, I mean, and that's a big thing too, just about like whoever you're writing with and how you communicate. Like I communicate with my guitar player different than I might communicate with you.
yep,
So yeah,
same.
yeah,
Okay, cool. The
uh,
whole thing, you want to like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Let me frozen. Oh, there I go.
Quiet, the G, the third.
I come. Have such a deep voice. You're like you'll sing today, but I'll give you melodies in my range.
Yeah.
Quiet conversation, drowning steady voices, trying to break the surface, block out all the noise. It's hard to rewrite history, to speak the truth, but now she's got the mic, so make a different choice. Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.